Hey guys, want to know what it's like to own a Turbo X for 5 years? Stick around to find out. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Saab Cars and my name is Marcus. In today's video we're going to talk about the Turbo X. So I've owned this for 5 years now. I bought it back in September 2014. So it's 5 years and actually soon 1 month as well. So in today's video we're going to talk about what has happened with the Turbo X during these 5 years. What have I done to it? What are my experience with reliability and so on. So I'm going to pick up the camera and we're going to take a look at the car. So I want to talk to you about the 5-year ownership of this car. Let's start with the exterior. The things I've done is actually change these ones to 2010 models because the old ones were going bad and I refurbished these ones, and you also seen me refurbish the old one. And as you have seen, the trim, the window trim piece here on the outside, it's from a Cadillac BLS and I just painted it black, so it fits very well, looks extremely good. I also replaced the third brake light. The other one has been on the car since it was new back in 2008, I think. And the trim piece here as well, and the side mirror on this side as well. So that's what has happened on the exterior, nothing major. Let's take a look under the hood. So the things I've changed here is actually the air filter box. I drilled small holes on the side, like the original Hirsch that you could get a few years ago. They also opened up the side on the air filter box. I don't know if it makes any difference. I haven't tried to measure anything. No scientific results on that. I've also changed the coolant hoses, same as on the new generation 9.5. Same kind of issue here as well. And then recently a new battery. It's from Tudor Technica, 680 amps. And the old one lasted almost 5 years, which is extremely good. So if you have a battery that lasts more than 5 years in the Turbo X, you should consider yourself lucky, because there is enormous kind of heat inside this engine bay, and most of the heat is from the turbo and the heat shield here. That kind of fries or cooks the battery, so many people they change just after 3 years. So I have been lucky regarding this one. And then I changed the boost control valve, as you have seen in the previous video, due to a fault code that said I had an overboost issue. It was the P0 something. You can see that in the video. And that fixed the problem actually, so worked out great. So that's everything I have done here in the engine bay during these 5 years. Let's take a look on the inside. The things I have done on the inside is actually to change the door handles, and this is actually a very nice upgrade. It's expensive, but it feels much more premium. I also got rid of the fake carbon plastic trim on the doors, so now we have the carbon leather trim on the doors instead, and they actually match some of the other interior parts as well. The dash, it's a Napa leather, looks extremely good. It's also a Hirsch part, and yeah, this looks much better than the original that's in plastic. This actually came standard in the Carlson model, I think, along with the door handles as well. And I have the Hirsch steering wheel, of course, but I haven't made that upgrade. It was in the car when I bought it. If we move in to the cabin, I have the Hirsch leather brake handle and the Hirsch smart slot cover. Here we have the Hirsch carbon leather piece around the gear selector. On the other side you have the door handle as well in leather, and also the trim piece in carbon leather. For the glove box I have the carbon leather as well. There are some videos on me installing this, leather versus plastic and so on. So take a look at that and see if this is something you can do yourself. And same in the rear, we have the leather door handles and we have the carbon leather trim on the doors. This is a very nice upgrade. I suggest you just go ahead and buy them if you can find them. So that's actually what I have done to the car in these 5 years of my ownership. It has been extremely reliable. One big thing I actually did was changing the chassis, because I think it was this side, I had a leaking damper on this side, and the damper itself cost way too much money. It was like 700 euros or something just for the one damper. And then I bought the complete Hirsch chassis kit online for 1,300, and that's dampers and springs for the rear, dampers and springs for the front. So way better than just buying a original damper for the rear. I think it makes a difference with the Hirsch chassis, even though it just lowers the front in, I don't know if it's 10 millimeters or something, but you actually get a bit lower in center of gravity, I guess. It handles extremely well on the road. Original wasn't bad, but this is much better. So if you haven't done it, I suggest, if it's time to actually change springs or dampers, go for the Hirsch. If you don't like the self-level dampers in the back, I think there is actually some people that have created some kind of kit so that you can fit a normal damper in the rear as well, with some spacer. This is just for the cross-wheel drive components, to keep them safe. So you don't want to lower this car too much, because then it will be extremely difficult going over bumps with the exhaust system and the cross-wheel drive components. So take it easy with the lowering. Make sure you can actually use the car on whatever roads you travel on. So that was actually everything I've done to the car in 5 years. It has been extremely reliable, very solid, just regular maintenance. And I have done a full cross-wheel drive service 2 times during these 5 years. Better safe than sorry. I don't want any trouble with the cross-wheel drive having something to do with me neglecting the service. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I certainly enjoyed making it for you guys, so now you know what it's like to own a Turbo X for 5 years. It's been rock solid, it's a very entertaining car, and if you want the most entertaining 9.3 out there, I suggest you go ahead and buy one as I did. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care and drive safe.